So I am the assistant of the real estate agent, James Williams. He is looking for properties in Queens, and he wanted to know if you are thinking of selling yours.
Yeah, I was thinking about the recently.
Can you tell me a bit more about your property, like how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has, and any other features you think might be important?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it has 2 bedrooms, it has 2 bathrooms, and it's located in the 3rd floor of a building.
Perfect, Max. James will get in touch with you shortly. Have a nice day, and thanks for everything.
So what you have just seen is a AI cold calling campaign inside Blunt AI that it's gonna be sending several calls to the leads of a real estate agent to try to get them into sell their property via cold calling. So this way the real estate agent does not have to get into the phone and start doing outreach, and the outreach is gonna be done for them. So without further ado, let's go into Blunt AI and let's get this build done. So here we are in Blunt, the other software we use for AI voice agents, and in this case our objective is, as you can see here, not hire humans. We're gonna automate the process of cold calling so the AI can do it for you. So create an account or sign in and let's go in. Once here, what we are gonna do is come over here. This will be a bit different for you, but we have to go to campaigns, and we are gonna start a new campaign. That is what the objective for here, sending lot of cold calls per day in a campaign inside Blunt AI. So let's create a campaign, and once here we are gonna start. First of all, my name is gonna be real estate agent cold caller. Then we are gonna leave blank here pathways. It could be a good option, but we are not gonna choose it right now. And here you have to put the prompt. So next step will be to create our table inside Google Sheets with all the data of the clients we want to cold call. So here I have created a Google Sheet with, in this case, 2 phone numbers that we are gonna target, with the first name and the location. In this case, the example of the location that we are gonna be targeting is Queens, inside New York. And that's all. We are gonna import this inside here. Oh, I have it in Spanish, but no problem for you. We have to download this and you have to put it in a CSV. It's gonna be really useful, because if not, you're not gonna be able to use it within Blunt. So we download this CSV. Here we have it, and now we're gonna take it here and we have to upload here. And there you go. As it's a beginner guide, we're not gonna complicate ourselves a lot. We're not gonna put anything here. Voice, I like Nat instead of Alexa. Temperature, I always leave it with 0.2. Max duration, I've put it with 10. SMS tool, we are not gonna use it. Why? Because we are gonna build a scenario inside Make, in which we are gonna send an SMS, but in a way better form. Absent threshold, we don't need anything here. Temperature, I always leave it in 0.2. Language, English. Wait for written, I'm not going to enable that, but I'm actually gonna enable record the call. Start time, you can put it whenever you want. I'm gonna put it for right now. We are gonna build here inside the webhook URL that we are gonna go to Make. Here we are in make.com, our favorite platform to creating automations. So let's log in or create an account and let's go inside. Once here, we are gonna create a new scenario, and we're gonna add a webhook, custom webhook. Remember, call the scenario as you want. I'm gonna add a new one and I'm gonna call it Real Estate Cold Calling Campaigns. We click on save. So to test it, you have to start a campaign and then create one the same as the one you had to then start it working. To test this webhook and put the data structure, what we're gonna do is copy the address to clipboard, bring it here. I'm gonna create this and start this campaign just to get the data structure for the webhook, and I'm gonna create later another one that is gonna be the same with all the same prompt, CSV and everything. Once we have made the test, we can here and we have the webhook already with all the info. We have Blunt gives us a summary. We have the concatenated transcript. We have also the transcript in several messages, as you can see. But also we have the status, the end ad, a lot of information that could be interesting. Call ended by assistant, the price, when you start, numbers, the variables, the recording URL, that if you go here, you copy the URL and come here, you are gonna hear it. This way you are gonna be able to hear also as a real estate how the assistant works and all the transcripts. So now we are gonna add a GPT, create a competition, and we are gonna give the GPT the first of all GPT-O mini, and we are gonna add a message system, and we are gonna tell in this case the GPT to determine if the user was interested or not in selling. If it's no, we are gonna leave it and we're gonna put no inside the Google Sheet. Despite being yes or no, we're gonna put the recording URL, we're gonna put the summary, the transcript, but if it's yes, we are gonna put also the reason why he wants to sell, the other client wants to sell, and also we are gonna put finally the features of the property. So we're gonna put this message content. Determine within the transcript if the user wants to sell his property. Just output yes if he wants to sell it and no if he doesn't want to sell it. Example outputs. Max tokens we're gonna place 250. You could also place 0, it's not a bad option. Later, so advanced settings. Temperature we're gonna place, as I like always, 0.2. And the rest we're gonna leave it like this, exactly like this. We're gonna click on OK, and we are gonna add now a router. Why? Because if the interest is in selling is yes, we are gonna place here a router where we are gonna do a lot of more actions. But if the interest in selling is no, we are just gonna add here a Google Sheets in where we are gonna add the info of the client, the summary, the transcript. So let's start with the route where they are gonna say no. So it's gonna we're gonna put here not interested in selling. Condition, we're gonna put here the choices, message content, and we're gonna put equal to no. And now is the time exactly to add more columns, more headers, as we want to include information of the call. So let's go back to the Google Sheet. Once here, we're gonna add some more headers. We're gonna put here summary of call. We're gonna put here transcript of call. We're also gonna place the interest on selling. Later we will put here reason of selling. And finally, features of the property. And now we will have here. Next step will be to come back to make. We will add here add search rows Google Sheet, in which what we will do is select the spreadsheet. We're gonna select the sheet name. Table contain header, yes. And why do we want to search rows? Because we want the row number to then use it to update the row. So we are gonna put that we want the row only where the phone number is equal to the phone number that we send the call. We're gonna put it in extending, but only put maximum number of return rows 1. After we clicked in OK, we are gonna go and now we are gonna actually update a row. That is what we're waiting for. We are gonna click on select our spreadsheet ID. Let's select AI cold calling campaigns, sheet name, the only one I have. Row number, here's gonna be the magic. We are gonna choose this one, row number, fantastic. And we are only gonna update the row from here, summary of the call. So we are gonna go into the webhook and we are gonna place here the summary, transcript of the call. I like to add the concatenated transcript. Interest of selling, we will add here the choices of the GPT. The content, the reason of selling, we do not have to add anything. Why? Because he's not interested in selling. So we are gonna let this part like this, okay? The route would be finished. We don't have to add anything more of the interest on selling. But this part, the other route, the one interest in selling, is gonna be the fun one. So Let's gonna put here interest on selling. Condition, let's put here this message content equal to yes. Click OK. And here we will add again the same. We will add a search rows. We will select our spreadsheet. Maximum number of return rows, we can put 1 already. Name. Table content headers, yes, and we are gonna put here that the phone number has to equal the 2. So we go here, we select the 2, and in maximum return rows we're gonna put also 1, as I told you before. We are gonna click OK, and next step will be to add 2 LLMs of GPT in this case. Why? Because we want the GPT to determine and to extract from the transcript the reason why the client wants to sell, and also the features of his property. So that's what we are gonna do. We're gonna go here to OpenAI GPT, create a competition. As always, let's select GPT-4o mini, cheaper system, message content, and here we are gonna place this. So extract from the transcript, concatenated transcript, the reason of why the user is interested in selling his property. Example output: Max wants to chill in his retirement and wants to move to the beach. Max tokens, as always, we're gonna place 250. So advanced settings, temperature, as always, just change these settings always. Click on OK, and then we're gonna add another LLM here with another create a composition in which we are gonna test and get the features of the property from the client. So again, for mini, message, system, message content, extract from the transcript, the features of the property of the user. Sample output: 2 bedrooms, 3rd floor in a building, and with a parking place. Of course, on max tokens and temperature, please put 250 and 0.2. That's what I always put. And after doing this, we're gonna click on OK. And now will be the time to add finally the new rows into Google Sheets. So we are gonna go here. We are gonna go into update a row. Click on spreadsheet ID, coldcalling campaigns, seed name, and now it's the time to put here the row number we got from this original Google Sheet. Click there, and we are gonna put here summary of the call and transcript of the call from the webhook. We are gonna put inside interest selling the first GPT message content. Reason for selling is gonna be this second GPT, and the features of the property is gonna be the third GPT. By the way, we are also gonna want to add a new column, a new header in which we are gonna add the recording URL, which we didn't add before. So that's what we are gonna go here. We are gonna add here. Let's go down. Let's refresh this to get the new information. As you can see here, recording URL, and we are gonna put here the recording URL we had in here. There you go. So that the real estate agent is gonna be able to listen to the call and how it went. Click on OK, and we are gonna do the same here. So this update a row in the part of interest in selling would look like this: summary, transcript of the call, the 3 GPTs, and the recording URL. Click on OK, and finally we are gonna send a notification to the real estate agent in this route, saying that there's a user that is interested in selling and that he has to be in contact with him. That's why we are gonna add a classic Twilio, or you could also add a Gmail, no problem. And we are gonna click here, and we are gonna send a message from number. Put here your phone number. 2, it will be the phone number of the real estate agent, and inside create a body, we are gonna create this body. Hey James, that was the name of the real estate agent. New lead interested in selling. You have the info inside the Google Sheets. His number is, and then variable 2. Why do we want to put the number? So that the real estate agent is gonna have easier the task of finding the new lead interested inside the Google Sheets. If we put this info and we click on OK, and with this we will have finished the scenario. We will have also finished the task of creating a campaign for real estate agent. The next step will be basically to test it inside the Blunt AI portal. So let's gonna send a call and let's go into it and test it. So once we have clicked in run once, we are ready to go here and create and start the campaign. So let's create it, go back here, and we should receive the call. There you go.
Hello there, am I talking to Max?
Yeah, it's me.
Fantastic. So I am the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. He is looking for properties in Queens, and he wanted to know if you are thinking of selling yours.
Yeah, I've thought about it recently.
Oh, really? So what's the reason behind you thinking of selling your property, Max?
Probably because I'm already 63 years old and I want to retire with my wife in the beach to chill in our last years alive.
I get it, Max. That sounds like a wonderful plan. So, about your property, could you tell me a bit more about it, like how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has, and maybe some other features?
Yeah, so it's in Queens and it has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's in the 3rd floor of a building.
Perfect, Max. James will get in touch with you shortly. Have a nice day, and thanks for everything.
You too. Bye.
Yep.
So now, in the next couple of seconds, the scenario will run and we will see how it completes. We confirm here that as you can see, it's active. It should put stop, and when it stops, there we go. We got the scenario run with everything, and if we come here into the Google Sheets, we're gonna see the summary of the call, the transcript, the interest on selling, yes, the reason of selling. Max is interested in selling because he is 63 years old and wants to retire with his wife at the beach to enjoy the later years, as I said. Features of the property: 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3rd floor in a building, and the recording URL that we can go to see here and hear it. We come back, and with this, the video of the building has been finished. As you can see, with this build we can send more than 50 calls per day with the blunt AI campaigns to send AI cold calls, and this way you as a real estate agent don't have to continue cold calling and doing outreach methods, while AI can do it all for you. Real estate agent, this campaign and this automation is exactly for you guys. Well, I forgot to tell you that here you have the SMS that was sent to me as the real estate agent. There you go. Hey James, inside the Google Sheet, and here it's the number that I'm not showing. So this has been all for the video. I hope you have liked it and you have taken a lot of value from it to start building your own campaigns in blunt AI, focused probably on real estate agents. As this one I built for real estate agents who I know sometimes may have problems with outreach, and having this solution that does automatic outreach, AI cold calling for you, it's a really good gem for them. It's really valuable. So, as I said, that's all. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next one.